Hello, everyone. This is Mike from Dimensional Walking. Today, we're going to talk about something called God versus aliens. Okay, so here we go. So, everybody seems to love polls. Okay, there's polls about politicians, there's polls about the best restaurants, there's polls about the sexiest person in the world. Uh, there's the polls go on and on. Almost anything we can make a poll out of, right? Uh, but I'm quite skeptical. I'm quite skeptical of polls, especially ones that I don't agree with. So anyway, so here was an interesting poll. So there was 3,000 people from the general population, and it said that 58% of those people believed in alien beings. Okay, 58%. And then 54% of the people believed in the existence of God. Okay? Now, it doesn't mean that, and I don't know if they did this poll, but it doesn't mean that you couldn't believe in both. Okay? I'm sure there is plenty of people that believe in both. I guess I sort of believe in both. Okay? Um, so, as far as college students go, there was an interesting thing, as the poll was broken out a little bit. 23% of the freshmen, 31% of the seniors, and 34% of the graduate students believe that there were alien beings. So it looked like as they moved up from, kind of like a freshman all the way to a graduate student, uh, their interest in or their belief in aliens increased. That's what it shows. But does that does that mean that more education leads to more open-mindedness, or does it just mean that open-minded types would want to further their education? That very well could be. Um, so, in any case, it is known, pretty solidly known, that people that have PhDs do believe in UFOs, Bigfoot, ghosts, alien beings, etc. A vast majority of them do, actually. And of course, that also includes one of my daughters who has a PhD, and she does believe in some of that, stuff. I'm not sure if that's on her own or because she has a father that is deeply in the weeds on those subjects. I don't know, but she is very sane. She is solidly sane. It's probably more than she can say for her father. So there you go. So here you go. Here's some interesting further things. According to the New Testament, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. So to have faith, to believe, to trust is to believe in something that for which there is no evidence to support its existence. Thus, blind faith. So why are people so deeply into their religious faith standing on the opposite sides of the room when it comes to the paranormal, and also vice versa? Uh, I don't have the exact statistics, but I do find it interesting by a large number of people in the science fields are often not religious people. Just think about creationism and evolution. There is some evidence that strong belief in religious doctrine would make a person less open to the possibility of paranormal beliefs. Since religions like Christianity have strong biblical sanction against paranormal beliefs, some would agree or even argue, actually, some would argue, however, that these beliefs are like two peas in a pod, in the same pod. Both are based on no or minimum evidence of their existence. Come on. I always said Jesus supposedly walked on water and turned water into wine. To me, that sounds quite paranormal, doesn't it? Right? He was a supernatural being. There's no doubt about that. So let's keep on going here a little bit. So, do people just want to believe? Do they have to believe in something to be human and sane? And if we don't understand something, does our mind make up bizarre stuff to calm our senses and give order to our world? And even though it is a long run, these justifications can be considered irrational thoughts. To quote a all-knowing, a person with amazing abilities, they are only people, and they, humans, will believe in anything. That was a quote from the TV show Monk on 11/28/08. So, what do you think about that? Do you think that we need to believe in aliens because we just need to have something to organize our thoughts around, or doubt something else? And is that sort of the same thing we do when we believe in religions? We need a way to organize our thoughts and just feel that we can stay sane when we have something to look at and justify, etc. Now, to me, religions and belief in God is almost identical to believing in UFOs and other paranormal things in the universe. So, what can I say? What can I do? This is really important stuff. Now, let's go back to the 3,000 people in the general population. They really got themselves together, and to say that 58% of them believed in alien beings and the supernatural, and 54% of them believed in the existence of God. Okay? That is pretty incredible. Now, I really wish they would have done a poll and found out how many of them believed in both. Now, that would have been really something. That would have been a really great poll. And anyways, back to my daughter. Let me just say one more thing about my daughter. My daughter is pretty incredible. I have 3 incredible daughters, but this one who is has her PhD, she has had some pretty amazing paranormal experiences, and I think she, by having the experiences, she started believing in a lot of things actually did exist, which again takes it to another level. I mean, if we would see God or had a direct contact with God or a godlike being, I guess we would definitely have some evidence then, and it would be beyond the blind faith thing, which is something people always talk about. You got to take it with blind faith. And in the paranormal and in aliens, many people have seen those things, have seen aliens and had paranormal experiences. People pray to God, which is great. I think it's a wonderful thing to pray to God. I don't know how many of them actually had an encounter where they're touching, feeling, actually seeing God or talking to God. So, but anyways, it's all interesting stuff, interesting polls. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.